Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. It's Rachel of Gathered Plans. This kit is called Beachfront from Sadie Stickers. It's incredibly beautiful. I love the florals. I think I had similar florals in a recent Miss and Meow spring kit, and then I have a Two Little Bees kit that has similar, if not same florals. And I love blue with silver. I think it's just incredibly gorgeous. But yeah, so I decided to use this kit for the week of 4th of July. One, we were still visiting Greg's side of the family in Pennsylvania, so their home is like beautiful. It's literally like a pretty large amount of land with tons of like flowers, and they have their own garden. Like it's just literally, I feel like I'm walking into a botanical garden. And we were just making a joke saying like they should put up a sign that says like botanical garden, $5 entry or something. It's really incredibly gorgeous. His dad has a landscaping company too, so he does a lot of work outside in the yard, and he definitely takes care of their property, and it's just so gorgeous. It's definitely a work of art and it's just blossomed so much since we've last seen them. But I felt like this was an appropriate kit. One, it's got blue. It also has these stars at the bottom washi and the headers, which is very appropriate for like 4th of July and fireworks and such. And I'm not a huge fan of red in general, so I felt like the warm like oranges and like sunset colors were pretty fitting for like the red in the red, white, and blue. And yeah, just wanted to not have a super intense like 4th of July kit. One, I didn't have one. Secondly, I don't know if I really saw any that I cared for or liked, or if there were many options out there in general. And also, I just really wanted to use up my collection, so this was very fitting and appropriate. Yeah, I also pulled in a ton of like 4th of July stuff. I loved the divider flags that Sadie Stickers made. They are so gorgeous. You might have seen it earlier. You'll see me pull them in every single day. They're incredibly simple and subtle, and I really, really like the flow of them. It's kind of like a droopy, I don't know how to describe it. It's really pretty. You'll see it later on, and I'll probably mention it. But I decided to pull in fireworks at the bottom here, and this was a very appropriate kit to use. We did not go to the beach, but like I said, we were traveling back home and we were spending time at his family's house. It has like a pool and everything. Really beautiful like scene, and what's it called? We didn't do anything crazy this week anyway. Jace hates fireworks. I'm pretty sure all dogs hate fireworks. My poor baby, every time fireworks go off, he's just by me under the desk, under the table, just shivering and shaking, and just I feel so, so bad for him, and I can't do anything other than try to comfort him. Um, I'm not a fan of fireworks, honestly, like just because it's not very comforting to him, and I just want to make him feel better. But it's not a good time for my baby, and I also feel like that's another reason why we don't really go out a lot for New Year's anyways, because I don't want him to be alone having to deal with the fireworks by himself, because that just makes me feel so terrible thinking about it. So, and plus, like New Year's is, in my opinion, I think it's a little overrated. I fall asleep too fast anyways. I'm out usually before midnight. So it is what it is. Okay, here I am putting down the day covers. I have been really stumped with my day covers lately, but then as I'm doing them, I just have to like take a step back or take a breather and just come back to it, because I really hate the way it comes out. And then I end up kind of being okay with it or liking it afterwards. But the biggest reason why I'm struggling is because I have a lot of like clip art pieces that I'm trying to figure out how I want to spread them out in the sidebar, the bottom section, or the day cover section. So I'm trying to ensure that I have enough, and my spread looks balanced, and I don't end up exhausting all of my stickers in one spot, and I don't have enough for another or something like that. So that's actually very true for a plan with me I'm doing now, a different one. And I was so stumped with the day cover section for so long, and I just honestly, I don't care for how it looks, but you win some, you lose some. Not everything is going to be perfect, and I just it is what it is. But I really wasn't the biggest fan of this day cover section. And honestly, I got a lot of comments and compliments on it, which I do appreciate. And it made me feel significantly better. But I was struggling with it. This was my first time pulling in these clouds that I've seen a lot of planners use. And, they were trending for a while, and it was my first time using it, and I wasn't sure how I liked it. Um, I don't know, I just really struggled with the balance of the spread, and I really wanted to use this like wave washi over that blue lace divider, so it looked like it was waves in the water, right? So it had a little bit of a blue background, which I thought was really cute. But then when I was looking back at it, I was wondering, and I wish I had put it kind of above so it looked like it was behind the blue water, which is the blue lace divider, instead of like on top. I don't know. I think it still turned out okay. I just don't know if my execution was the best, if that makes any sense. But regardless, I still think overall the spread turned out really pretty and it came along together. And sometimes you just have to trust the process. I have been telling myself that for a couple of my last spreads. I will surprise myself. I don't like love the day cover section because I feel like most of my attention is in the sidebar or the bottom section where I put together the large clip art pieces, but I do have to trust the process. With that being said, I am slowly but surely trying to catch up with my plan with me's. I'm still perpetually like 5 weeks behind, and like this is the second week or no, the first week of July, and I'm currently planning the second week of July, and we're already in the second week of August. So I'm slowly trying to chip away at them and I'm finding my groove. But I think once I close in and do like I'm like a week or two caught up, um, I think that'll be my happy place because I remember when I was super caught up around the holidays last year, end of 2022, I felt so bored because I didn't really have any spreads to plan because I was caught up. And it was kind of like a double-edged sword where it's like I was caught up, but then I got like bored whenever I wanted to actually sit down and plan. I had nothing to really plan yet because that week hasn't passed. So if that happens, now I will definitely have monthly spreads to catch up on because I have a challenge for myself to use leftover kits for monthlies, and that worked out really fine. I did a monthly not too long ago, and I really enjoy like using leftovers because it just allows me to one, I feel a lot better, and then it allows me to really exercise my creative skills and just try to really maximize and use my collection versus letting a lot of stuff go to waste. And yeah, so I think overall it's a good thing. So the sidebar section is probably the cutest. I hated the way I initially put it down, so thankfully you didn't have to sit through that. But I love Paper Trail Plans and her freebies. Their freebies are so good. They come in clutch and they saved my sidebar. They have the cutest freebies and it's great when the foil matches. So I was able to pull in these cute like little bubbles and this like beach scene. It just was so adorable. I loved everything about that freebie and I was able to use a lot of the stickers in my sidebar. So I've been doing a lot more like floaty day cover sections, like old school, like you'd have different deco pieces just floating around, right? And I think that's kind of been my thing for my more recent plan with me's. And the sidebar is kind of, similar to that concept, which I think looks cute because it looks like it's a little bit like underwater vibes. That's really adorable. Now to the day by day. On Monday, I'm just marking a workout, and then we grabbed a coffee before we got onto the road. And this was our drive back home to Virginia. So all the icons I'm pulling in are from White Deer Stationery. I think with one exception, at the end of the week, I pulled in an icon from a freebie. I believe it was Planning Like a Pro, and it was a boba icon. So very happy that I have that. It came in clutch the past two times I've had to use a silver icon, and it was like perfect. And then here I'm just marking in the cutest way the drive back home. I love using this road icon from White Deer Stationery and the little buggy that is so cute. I say buggy, but it's like a punch buggy is what I mean. Also, the flag divider I'm talking about is the one there in the sidebar and on Monday. I just think it is the most simple and subtle way to to mark 4th of July or something like that. It's just a very pretty and well done, well executed and designed divider. I think it's so cute. I really like that. So on Tuesday, just marking 4th of July, this is a very old school 4th of July script from Paper Trail Plans. I believe when they first came out and Lauren was promoting them and all that stuff, I remembered this is when they had like the little deco to match the holiday. So this conveniently came with a little firework in it too. So that was really cute. And it was just really appropriate. I loved being able to use that and not having to pull any other fireworks from my collection. I don't think I even have any, or if I did, they would be too big. So Also painted my nails this day, and I did a workout as well. Since I do large clip art scenes at the bottom here, I am very limited with space with what I can mark in my day to day, of course. And then as you can see, I'm only putting my full boxes on like the first or second row just because I can't really push them to the bottom section. It's going to look too crowded. So I am just picking like the top 2 or 3 things from that day just because my space is so incredibly limited. But I think it definitely turned out really pretty, and I'm pretty used to having to adjust and work around that space. Also, on Tuesday, we watched the new Avatar movie. Not really new anymore because we didn't watch it in theaters. We waited until it became available on, I think it's Disney Plus, right? Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it is. But we watched a new Avatar movie. I liked it. It was very long, and I thought it was. I love Avatar. I love the first one so much, and I adored the second one as well. I just think it's a really good movie. And yeah, so all right, let's see. I pulled in the popcorn stickers to mark all of the things we watched this week. I just think it's such a cute icon. That's from My Dear Stationery. And then, so on my way back home, like since I was just in the car for 6 hours, I took my first day at my new job on the road, which was really cool. Just had my Wi Fi pack with me and just did a bunch of like orientation stuff in the car, which was so convenient. Otherwise, I just would be sitting there in the car anyways. So it worked out very well. And my like new laptop and other kinds of equipment came in. I already had my laptop obviously because I needed to be able to do orientation and such on Monday, but um, I had to like set up my whole desk, and even though I already have like a desk set up, I wanted to rearrange things that was dependent on the new equipment that I got. So I was able to move things around, and it turned out really good. So for the rest of Wednesday, I uploaded a plan with me, also organized some stickers, and I was able to use the super cute organized sticker freebie script with the Ray and Tay order that I had recently, and then did cardio on the elliptical. I also pulled in the wave dividers. Those are from Sadie Stickers. I loved how it looked by itself. It's just one of those things where I have to remind myself, there's a lot that has to be said with like the simplicity of just a sticker on a sheet without doing a ton of layering. And that definitely brought me back to like the good old days where you would just use a divider for the sake of it just being a divider and not layering 20 other things on top of it. And not saying that there's anything wrong with that by any means, but it just really brought me back to appreciating a sticker for just it being a sticker and just putting it down by itself on the white paper, no extra stickers around it or on top of it, I mean. And I just loved it. I really loved that look. And I think I did it also again the second time around. Yeah, I did. And I think it just turned out really cute. I also pulled in some sun stickers. One is from the Pretty Pink Co., I think, and the other one is from Bloom Paper Studio. I really loved those, and I pulled them in the clip art, like, I guess, scene photos. And I just wanted to put that over the actual like scenes to make it look like the sun is going down the water, and then the same thing behind the hammock. You can't see it now, but towards the bottom of the first half, you might have seen it. And I just really adored how that looked. It turned out really, really cute. Okay, so on Thursday, filmed a plan with me. I trained back in biceps, and then we watched the show Bear. I don't know if you've ever seen the show Bear. It's based out of Chicago, and it's kind of cool because like some of the references, I'm like, oh, I know what you're talking about. I'm not from Chicago, but I recently visited, and we were there for a week, so it was it was nice to kind of be there for a longer time. So I got to learn some about the culture and then just the environment and that stuff. I know it's not enough time to like really understand all of Chicago, but it was very cool to hear about different restaurants that we have been to and did a lot of research on, and it was just really really cool. And when they talked about the L, it was just like the transportation system there, or the train, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, anyways, we watched that show and it's so good. Please go watch The Bear. It is so so good. Usually I get Greg just like gets so mad at me because he always wants to introduce a show to me. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna really like it, whatever. And then I will sit there and I'll watch it and I'll be obsessed with it. And I'm the one that's like, can we watch this? Can we catch up? But it's so good. I really adored it. It was a good show. Um, didn't realize I would like it that much, but highly recommend. I can't wait for the next season to come out already. Okay, had a foot massage that night, and then on Friday, we grabbed boba, and then I did cardio and trained shoulders later on that day. Also, we had pizza and pasta for dinner. That was really yummy. Just one of those it's one of those Friday nights, you just got to. I'm pretty sure this was also because we were still, coming back from travel and hadn't had a chance to really sit down and meal prep while just, the whole thing. You're coming right into work after travel and vacation, and then you're just trying to get reacclimated again, and you don't have time to get back into like the structure of things. So it took us a minute. I think it was this weekend where we properly did like a true meal prep, but it took a minute, right? So we just enjoyed eating and doing whatever for the couple days prior to our true meal prep. So Saturday, had coffee with two of my girlfriends. That was really fun. And one of them is actually moving next month, so that's gonna be a huge bummer. But um, I'm really, really excited for her for all the new things that are going on in her life. So that's gonna be really cool. And then we stopped by a local restaurant to have some drinks and lunch as well. And later on that day, I don't know how I managed to do this, but I still worked out and did cardio, and I did sprints on my treadmill, which was surprising. I didn't have, I think I only had one alcoholic beverage like really early that morning. So, not really early, it was probably like around, oh, it was early afternoon. It was like 12 or 1 o'clock. So, I still managed to work out, which is really good. And I had 12,000 steps that day, so I was really proud. Okay, so Sunday, uploaded a plan with me. These are the new laptops that were in the freebie with White Deer Stationery. I used both in this plan with me, I think. Yeah, I did. And it's just such an adorable laptop. I love those. I hope she'll include them in the shop if she hasn't already. And then had a massage that morning, that morning. And then we watched The Witcher season 3, which it's very controversial, right? Like Henry Cavill no longer playing The Witcher because of a bunch of stuff, like the main thing is because from my understanding, and please don't mind me, I might be pretty ignorant when it comes to this, and a lot of it is like Greg explaining his side and what he's researched and such too, but Henry Cavill is like a huge gamer and nerd himself, so and I guess like he just was not a fan of how the show was going and it wasn't accurate, so he definitely was like, I'm not doing this anymore. And then I saw that Liam Hemsworth was going to be playing the new Witcher, and I was like, okay, I'm not, I don't know, I have a lot of feelings about this. So yeah, currently not a fan. Henry Cavill is the man, but anyways, this is the entire spread. I think it turned out so cute, and I'm so proud of myself for trusting the process and just continuing on even though I wanted to quit, especially in the day cover section. But that's everything. I hope that you enjoyed this. Also, do some of those clouds look like birds to you? Because they do to me, and I can never unsee it. All right, thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you're doing well, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.